Hey there, I'm Jan, and I'm here today with some very exciting news. Our team has been hard at work making work instructions even more useful. We've completely revamped the user interface, added a bunch of new features, and improved the way you use Lumnio. So let's jump straight in, and I'll show you what's new. When you first open the new interface, you'll see that almost everything has changed. But don't worry, I'll show you around. First, we moved sections off to the side. This way, you'll be able to see more of them and navigate between them more easily. And you can see the steps in each section too. This makes it way easier to navigate around large and complicated work instructions. And you can even move stuff around. Next, we added more tabs to the right panel. Let's take a look at them. First is the preview. In this tab, you can take a look at how your work instructions look when played back on a mobile device. This makes it way easier to see if your text is short enough and everything works how it should. You can even go back in time and look at previous versions of your work instructions. Next up is the Editor tab. This is where the magic happens. We took inspiration from how people usually write notes to create an interface that feels more natural and easy to use. Every element has a card you can click and edit its details. But let's start at the beginning. As you can see, you can now specify requirements for your work instructions. Simply put, you can specify what tools or toolings are required, add some consumables like fluids or spare parts, and add required personnel to complete the work instructions. This information will be displayed at the start, and you can assign the tools and consumables to each step. Speaking of steps, we've completely reworked how you work with steps. Previously, you added a step and then had to choose what elements to add. We have simplified this process into one step. Just pick the type of step you need and you're good to go. Almost every step now comes with a space to put your photos and videos, which you can do by just dragging and dropping. You can also specify the tools and consumables for a specific step. We also have some new step types. The input step lets you gather information from people using the instructions. Just pick the input type and you're good to go. You can even mix and match using the multiple inputs option. The link to instructions step can add work instructions to your work instructions. This is useful in many ways, but my favorite is that it lets you reuse some common processes without having to create the steps every time. Just link the work instruction file and you're done. The issue step lets you create an issue ticket right from your work instructions. This can be really useful if something's not right. When I use this step, I usually set some visibility rules using the button up here to create a report only when needed. The task step is very similar to the issue, but it lets you create a task instead. You can pick between a simple task or a work instruction task. The latter can be really useful for following up with another work instructions. You can daisy chain multiple work instructions to create more complex workflows. And the last new step type is the signature. This one's really simple, it just captures a signature. Workers using phones can scribble using their finger, workers using RealWear headsets can take a photo. This step is crucial for handoffs and cases where you need verification. That's the new supercharged editor. But that's not all. If we switch to the Translate tab, there's a whole new interface waiting for us. Not like you'll be using it very much because we also added a new AI-powered auto-translate feature. You can translate blocks of text or, if you press this button above, the whole work instructions in seconds. That's what I call a game changer. And last but not least, we have a new Links tab. This is where you can view and manage the links to and from your work instructions. Just type the name of the site or equipment and you're done. Now, the last thing to do is to save our work instruction file, or publish it so it becomes visible. And that's everything that's new with the work instructions in Lumnio. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.